And away from South Africa, but still in Africa, more than 20 civilians were killed on Sunday in new attacks by militiamen in Ituri, a gold-rich province in northeastern Democratic Republic of Congo. This is according to preliminary information gathered by the United Nations and civil society groups. Spokesman for the UN Secretary General, Stefan Dujarric, said in New York that the Cooperative for the Development of Congo killed at least 20 civilians and burned several houses. Ituri's civil society group confirmed Codeco killed 9 civilians, set fire to 23 stores, and looted 32 goats in 3 villages in the territory. 12 people were also killed in a neighboring community. Codeco is a militia of several thousand men who claim to protect the Lendu tribe from the Hima tribe and the National Army in Ituri. Since the end of last year, dozens of people have been killed almost every week in Ituri. And away from Africa now to the United States, where a gunman has killed 3 people and wounded 5 others at Michigan State University on Monday. The incident set off a police manhunt and forced students to hide in their dormitories at one of America's largest university campuses. According to the police, a gunman, a 43-year-old, eventually died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. We have details in this report.
Officers searched for the gunman. At least 3 people had been killed and 5 others wounded after a gunman opened fire on campus residents at Michigan State University. The shooting started shortly after 8 p.m. local time on Monday. As hundreds of officers searched for the gunman on Monday night, anxiety rippled across the campus and the nearby community of East Lansing, Michigan. Some neighborhoods were largely silent, except for the wailing of police sirens and the sound of police helicopter blades chopping the winter air.
I will start by sharing an update that the 5 victims that were transported to the hospital were transported to Sparrow Hospital in Lansing. All 5 of those victims remain in critical condition. I will also share that the incident that occurred off campus with the suspect occurred in the city of Lansing, off campus. That suspect is, we now know, is a 43-year-old male. That 43-year-old male is not affiliated in any way with Michigan State University. He's not a student, faculty, staff. And we have no idea why he came to campus to do this tonight. That is part of our ongoing investigation.
In a press conference on Tuesday morning, Michigan State Police Interim Deputy Chief Chris Roseman said the deceased suspect was identified as a 43-year-old male and is not affiliated with the university, adding that he is not a student, faculty, or staff.
I came down here from DeWitt. I had done a live broadcast about an hour ago, and then my phone blew up while I was in the bathtub to discuss this. And they're like, that's like 5 minutes from where you live. It is. I live in DeWitt. So, but I hit the post office here literally every day. So I know this road like the back of my hand. And you have broadcasts going out there with 3 different stories and scenarios going on right now. So it's hard to tell the audience what's going on. And as a podcaster, you go live. So you know how live can be. Anything can happen. And I was like, let me find out. I did an update before I left the house, came down here literally half an hour, 45 minutes ago, about a mile and a half up the street, trying to find out what's going on.
We were in Acres Dining Hall. We were eating when it happened. They blocked us in. They wouldn't let me go to my dorm. They wouldn't let me leave. And then no one would let us block the door. And then all of a sudden it was, he's in the courtyard, like right outside the building. And then they started blocking the doors. And then one of the people, people just started running to one side. So we all just ran out. And then we ran out, there were cops there. And they told us to go lay in a field. Oh, I want to say East Side Acres. I might be wrong. Totally directionally challenged, but we heard it from the opposite side, and people just started running. That's all I know. I personally didn't hear them, but other people did, and that's why they started running. And then they told us to lay down on the opposite side of that parking garage. They told us to lay down on the ground so we couldn't be seen.
Police officers who responded to the attack found victims at the Berkey Hall on the campus north side and the adjacent Michigan State University Union building. Earlier, police released photos of the suspect. Officials described him as a black male, short, wearing red shoes, a denim jacket, and baseball cap. They said he was believed to have fled on foot He was confronted by law enforcement in nearby Lansing, during which he took his own life. The 5 victims currently hospitalized are in critical condition. A motive for the crime is yet unclear. All campus activities have now been cancelled for at least 48 hours. The Michigan shooting is the latest in a growing number of college campus shootings in the